Hey Larry, it's Colin. I'm going to show you exactly what I do, just so you can, for fine tuning. And what we do with the themes is we have your, basically, oh, yeah, I'm going to leave page here for a second here. We have your sort of initialization, your control panel right here, and there's sort of a look and feel, and you can adjust a fair number of things, but just general things. And when I say general things, if we take a look at the contact widget, for example, there's like so many little different bits and pieces in here that are all set through CSS, and as well as everything else on the site. We sort of trim down the look and feel on that, or the branding and social. We try to put just the stuff that the average person would want to change in here, instead of every single bell and widget, because one, most people get lost with the just sheer number of styles and things that are to change in a theme, and two, a lot of folks just wouldn't understand what the names of them are anyways. So we just do the general. That's the overview. Now, if you want to get into the manipulation of the CSS, not a problem. And that's where I say this is where it comes more for an advanced user like yourself, because you can actually open up the theme in Dreamweaver. Let me just show you what I have here going on. I'm going to open up your customer folder for a second here, and I'm going to show you what I do. Cool. So I've got a folder, and then I've got the Diablo HD, and this is what's actually on your server. This is within the themes folder on your server. This is the one that's on your server. This is a copy of the one on the server, and then I can open it up, and all the bits and pieces for the theme are here. Now you can use any text editor you want. I already have Dreamweaver, which is a great tool for editing WordPress themes, so I have it open over here, right? Now when it comes to some of the finer details like the contact panel, right? Up here, let's say you want to change the message that you've seen right here. Okay, so what we do here, just to make it easy to figure out where the styles are coming from, I use Firebug, and I use inspect element with Firebug. So we can have a little pop-up window right here that shows up right here. You see this? It says text area, class, form, control, and then we can go through, and it actually over here in the style side, it tells us where all the different sizing comes from. Okay, and right here is the font size of 13, and basically you start from the top, you work your way down, you look for font size or some style related to what you want to change, and it says right here 13. So what the cool things with Firebug is, you can try a different number just like that. And did you see that in the page? Watch the text in the page here. I'm going to put that back to, I'm going to put this to 10. It actually changes in the page while you're previewing it. So you can try out different font sizes to see exactly what it is you want to use. So instead of putting an arbitrary number in there, publishing the file back up to the server, and then refreshing the browser, you can test it in Firebug and then see exactly what you're looking for. So I would say that let's see what this message is right here. And the reason I'm doing this label right here is because let's get the font size, and it is a font size of 11, but it uses uppercase, so it's always going to look a little bit larger, right? And this uses a 13 down here for the form control, right? Now, which I have now set to 18, but let's go with 16, and then it sort of matches more up. But where do we actually change that in the long run? When we hover over this, right, it actually tells us, and what we can do is click this blue link to the style sheet. It actually will open up the style sheet for us, but better yet, if we hover over right here, it tells us the link. It's the Diablo library, components, contact panel, CSS, contact panel.css. At the very end, when we hover over here, at the very end, all the numbers and crap, that doesn't actually matter. It's everything before the question mark. So if we go through the whole site, it's do all the way to the library, components, contact panel. And if we look in Dreamweaver, we have a library, components, contact panel, and then the CSS folder. And that's the structure of all the different components we use within the theme. They all go into a library folder, goes into the name of the component, and then the style sheet is separate. And the reason we do that is because maybe not every page is going to have a contact panel, right? Maybe not every page is going to have a different component, so we don't load extra CSS into the page if we don't need to. Anyways, right in here, we open up the page, and then we can go and find what we're looking for. And in this case, I have to pull the actual page back up. this right here was the text area, and it tells us right here, contact panel line 477. We should find all this for the font sizes. So we go here and around line 477, so we scroll on down. Oh, there it is right there, and then font size 13, right? Now you will notice that is what you see here is not exactly what you see in the CSS page itself. That's just the way that this is displayed alphabetically. This is not. So Firebug does it alphabetically, just so you know. But then you can go and change your font size here, and then you can re-upload this style sheet directly through FTP back to the server into the same folder. So as long as you have a copy, I use Firebug, keep a copy of the site open, or you can actually just set up, if you have Dreamweaver, set up a direct connection to your theme on the server, and then just, you know, do the put file right here, and that'll put it right up to the proper place on the server. Right now, the other thing we had with the slider was sliders, full screen slider CSS. So all of the sliders are in here, but your full screen sliders right here. Open this up, and it was a title and description. Okay, and this is the background color right here, and that is the transparency. What we want to do here is 0.5. That is the alpha transparency of the slider. If you want it to be darker, and kind of the go-to dark color that I found works really well is 0.65. Right? I just did it to 0.5 to match up some of the other stuff there. So that's the title, and the description was the other one. So let me just go find the description. There it is right there, and there it is right there, line 233. So when I say description, that's the name of the class right there. So 0.5 is halfway, but 0.65 gives a darker background where you can still see a good portion of the image behind it, but that's kind of a common setting for really offsetting colors. So anyways, I'll give that for you for now to see if you have any troubles. I'm not going to do it to the server. I just wanted to show you, so for fine tuning, and then see if you can go ahead and do that, and see if you need any help.